So, knockout of the year. What's your favourite?
I would have to say the recent. It's pretty recent because it's just so brutal and vicious. It's Fabio Wardley's, not Fabio Wardley's, Jai Opetaya's
6th of December. That was in Australia. What a knockout!
It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was a brutal knockout.
Hussein Shikara.
Yeah.
He actually broke his neck.
He snaps his neck. That's what I mean. He not only knocks him out, but he snapped his neck, and that's like, wow, it was an unbelievable shot.
So if you're a fighter and you watch things like Rocky, like you think that's not real. He'd have broke his neck.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's
He
what happened.
actually hit him and broke his neck, and actually slammed his body down.
Was that early into the fight?
No, done the fight.
Oh,
he was concussed.
No, I mean, I'm saying
It was about. I think
it was the knockout.
Was there a tiredness involved? Because to be getting caught like that.
Yeah, there was, because Opetaya was beat. He didn't look $1 million, but it was systematically beating the guy up, and then it was the perfect shot. But it's just the brutality of the shot. Another really good knockout for me was Brian Norman Jr. He knocked out when he went over to Japan. It was knocks his guy out clean with a double left uppercut.
I know it's a bit commercial, but I actually liked Ben Whittaker's knockout. I know his opponent was. I know his opponent was not.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a bit.
It's the way he put the shots together.
I know, but he might as well have been fighting me.
The time.
He might as well have been fighting me. If you look at this guy who was fighting,
I'm saying it's a knockout. I'm like, oh damn! It was like
he could do that to me.
How we put together.
Yeah, really, really good time. How clean it was. His accuracy, every shot, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Every shot was beautiful. Landed.
On the way down,
really,
it's like a goal, and that's
really
what, that's what I liked. I thought that's clean.
But you've got to think about levels.
Dubois boxed Usyk this year, and that was clinical.
Yeah.
You've got to give him that one.
He's always clinical though.
Yeah.
That's all he ever is.
I'd have probably picked that one too. Only Nick Jai Opetaya. I'd have that one too, because I think how Dubois dismantled him, the shot. How Usyk dismantled him, the shot. Dubois just fell to pieces.
I thought Usyk was brilliant that night.
He just fell to pieces, and he made it look easy.
He won that fight in the first round with those three hard jabs he hit him with. The first 3 jabs he hit him with, I was like, you could
he
see
knows
it
now.
on his face. He was like,
I've got to give props though to Johnny Fisher. He boxed that in Monte Carlo. Got put down the first round.
He's a fun fighter.
He's a fun fighter. He's levels and he understands that. So I've got to give props to that. I've got to give props to Dave Allen. Lost in Sheffield a couple of weeks ago. But there were 8,000 people bought tickets to see him fight, and he lost. And he left like a hero.
Yeah, definitely.
He left like a hero. So it's not just about the win; it's about the props of the fighters as well that have come through. There were some interesting ones.
I think fights as well, not even knockouts, but good fights that have happened this year were like obviously Conor Benn.
Yeah, Conor Benn.
My favourite fight, I would have to say. Well, I've got 2, and I was at both. Privileged. Bivol against Beterbiev rematch.
Yeah,
I thought was special, brilliant, action-packed all the way through, and the quality, pure quality in that was amazing. Atmosphere was great because it was in that small arena in Saudi, so the atmosphere was actually really good. But then also, probably because of the performance and the occasion, the spectacle, the achievement, again, I was there. Crawford against Canal.
I was going to say Crawford Canal. That was like we seem to forget that. Crawford's retired on the back of that.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a knockout, so I feel that's why you kind of when it goes to a points decision like that.
Yeah, but it's still,
still a great fight.
There were clips of Canelo in the corner, basically saying, "I don't know what to do with this guy." You know, you could see it. He'd accepted defeat, even though he was a warrior wanting to fight on. He had no idea how to handle him. So to me, I just thought it was. Spot.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I thought fight-wise, Eubank and Benn, both great fights. I feel like
first one.
I think they were both good fights. I think the first one was probably a better slugfest.
First one was brilliant.
The second fight was Ben had clearly watched that fight and think, if I just, he saw where he went wrong and he went back and he fixed it and he did it properly.
I think it was a story around the fight.
Yeah,
that's especially the first one.
But that's why I went to the first one, but I didn't bother going with the second one because I couldn't see how the second one would match the first one because of the drama, because of the dads, because of how it was all came together. And then the fight itself, the first one, was just brilliant. Not technically, But as a fun fight, you want to go there as a neutral fan and just see two guys really going at it, showing so much heart, determination. I thought it was brilliant. Ticked all the boxes. The second one for me went how I thought it was. I thought Conor was going to be more smarter and box better. I thought his right hands to the body were brilliant and killed him all night. But I also thought that Eubank doing that way and being 6 months older or whatever it was, with the wear and tear that he's had, I thought he wouldn't be able to raise his levels to what it was. And then you look at what's happened and how the fight panned out, and that's.
I feel like the first fight could have gone like the second fight had Ben had the awareness of just not going in like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, Ben was very disciplined.
Do you know what I mean? The second, he was very disciplined for the second one. That's what won him that fight.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd win a belt? Is he in line to win a belt now?
I think he beats Barrios, to be honest. I don't rate Barrios.
I think Conor, again, I think is one of the fastest improving fighters we've seen over the years, and unfortunately, recently, the last 3 or 4 years, his career hit some speed bumps.
Yeah.
But I do think he's so. Again, last week I saw him out there in Dubai. He was like, he'd done a 15k run, and he's having a conversation when he got back in. He lives that. He's a proper fitness freak. He lives the life, and so if he still keeps that attitude, then I can see him being a world champion again.
What's your predictions for 26? What do you think is going to happen? Who's coming? What's going to happen? What fights? Do you think AJ? We talked about AJ Fury. Maybe not.
I think AJ Fury happens, but I think the story of 26 in the heavyweight division, I think could well be the rise and crowning of Moses Atuma.
You think this is going to be his year?
He's my pick for the one that takes over.
I think prediction for next year. I think both AJ and Fury. That's their last year in our sport.
Yeah,
without a doubt. I think the landscape of heavyweight boxing changes completely. The sneaky hero might be Fabio Wardley. He keeps coming through. You think because they don't give him the respect.
I like Fabio. I like him.
That he fully deserves. I think Joe Patage jumps up to heavyweight and wins a version of the heavyweight title.
Really?
Maybe a version because we've got a lot of rage in heavyweight. So obviously AJ, Fury, Usyk, they're going to be gone.
Chisora, Wilder.
Well, the regular WBA champion, champion now is Gassier.
Yeah, a version of that. Yeah.
But
he's not gonna be the man at heavyweight. People were making all these comparisons with him and Usyk different.
No. Usyk's staying out between those two, I think. But I think he's a brilliant fight with a great work ethic.
Yeah.
Great work ethic. What about you?
I like Fabio Wardley. I think he'll do well. I think if the next fight's the right fight, I don't know what they're even talking about. It's probably Wilder. Everyone seems to want to fight Wilder all of a sudden. But whoever his next fight is, and like you were saying, he's got a title now. You're not really a champion until you've defended it.
Yeah.